GR Corolla. Holy hot dogs. GR Corolla. Have you seen it, dude? Have you seen it? Looks like that. Have you seen that? Have you seen that anywhere? Where's my GR Corolla been? Why haven't we been doing videos with it? What's going on here, guys? Well, I am thankful to say it's nothing serious. The reality of it is we hail from the great state of New York, and in the wintertime, they dump metric tons of salt on the ground, which can really add a lot of issues with cars. Obviously, long-term, rusting it out, surface rust, corrosion. If we have modified parts on it, like suspension, it can seize those up. So I was planning on driving it in the winter, but fortunately I have the opportunity to drive a winter beater through this winter. So we're actually gonna be storing it here for the winter and working on it. Now, that doesn't mean that we're gonna not have any content or we're just gonna keep it inside the whole time. I am hoping that we can add some parts, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes, put it on the dyno and show you guys the results that those parts can do. Also, with this track season coming up, I do wanna add a couple other particular parts we'll also talk about, and just get it ready for kind of what I want to do with it. The last part is aesthetically, I really want to run like a livery, like a crazy race car livery. I've been wanting to do it. Like this past year, I actually had somebody design a livery for me, and then we ended up not doing it. I wanted to have it by like the start of the season, just didn't happen, and I wasn't in love with it. So I'm actually designing my own. Either way, the car is fine. There's no issues with it. It's literally just crappy outside. I don't want to ruin my car. You drive your car all year long in the snow and the salt and all that stuff. I did it last year. It's, like I said, I'm fortunate this year to not have to. But anyways, I do want to talk about a few things I have planned while the car is here and what you guys can expect from the videos. So first, I just want to go through some of the products we have already been stacking here and we'll be working on getting on the car. So this is really cool. So Jeff at Delta X, if you guys follow any of the Facebook groups with GR Corollas, he is quite active there. He makes a couple different parts under the brand name Delta X Motorsport, but this is his titanium cross member bar. This installs inside the cabin of the car, the kind of floor of the trunk. So this is just to help with chassis rigidity. It's the same idea as like a strut tower brace. You were able to order these. I think he made like 199 of them. So I was able to snag this before he stopped doing them. He said he might do another run. I'd love to carry these. I'm gonna talk to him maybe about that. I know other vendors have similar items, but yeah, it looks cool. It helps with chassis rigidity, and I like both those things, so we're doing that. Today is December 17th, 2024, and today, Dynamics released their new upgraded fog light kit for the GR Corolla and other platforms. I started assembling these a little bit, but what these are is it's a 3D printed bracket, and then they're SSC1. So this is a single optic fog light. They do offer these pods in different sorts of outputs. So there's like a spotlight. This is the fog light version, because it's for my fog light. So this they have in white or amber. Both of them have a amber backlight. So what that means is like a dull amber. So you could use that for like a turn signal, like a secondary turn signal. You could use it for a running light, or you could just leave it unplugged. That's up to you. But we will be installing these probably sooner than later. I really want to get these in the car and show you guys what they're all about. But this will be a much higher output than the stuff that's available on the market. These also boast an 8-year warranty. So pretty long time. I've had their products in the past. We've used them when we did headlights. They're awesome. So very excited to get these on the car and get them in your guys' hands as well. We do have these in stock. So hit me up, hit my line, bruh. All right, and another one that you guys have asked a lot about. I see you sitting on the couch on your phone, not much going on. And after the holidays hit and that seasonal depression kicks in, what are you gonna do? Well, we have something to look forward to. We'll be doing our second annual Circuit Demon Hot Wheels Derby. If you weren't at the first one, what we do is we have you bring in your own Hot Wheels brand car. You can modify it, you can bring it in right out of the package, whatever you wanna do. We'll have a bracket system, and our top 3 will receive gift cards, prizes, all that other stuff. We will be doing another creative contest, so stay tuned for information on that. We'll have vendors here, we'll have coffee, we'll have live music. It'll be a really fun time. So February 1st is a Saturday from 10 to 2. Mark it on your calendars. More news soon. That we do have here, I'm committed to getting it in the engine. We got valve springs retainers. So I know Kelford makes these. We got the GSC. Kelford's is a little tougher to get a hold of. They're an Australian company. They only sell them through a couple different outlets. So I wanted to do the GSC ones just because, I don't know, I figured, you know, if these are more available, these might be more what you guys are gonna be installing on your cars. We sell these, hopefully doing this will inspire you to do the same. We have the Kelford on the website, but like I said, I've had GSC on my STI in the past. I've never had a single problem with them. Really great products, so I figured stick with what I know. Kelford is also a great option, but this is just the way the wind blows for us. We also have their valve seal kit. We are not doing the bronze guides. The reason for that is we're not switching the valves out yet. So this is really just like an OEM plus setup for a valve train. So I'm hoping that this is kind of the way that most customers are gonna wanna go, which is kind of what we like to do here. I don't wanna show you guys this like fully built, like Ryan Turek spec, like awesome motor that might be unobtainable for you to have. I wanna show you kind of something that's in your purview that you might actually do or see or use, and I'm hoping to kind of share that information. On top of this, I'm thinking studs and a head gasket upgrade. More on that soon, but we do have these. They're mine, they're going in my car, and we're gonna show you guys the process to do that. So what do I wanna do with my car this season that I don't have yet? Well, that's a great question. But I think the things that I wanna do are, I do wanna set the suspension up a little bit differently. Now for the Fortunato coilovers, the 500 series, they don't have helper springs. They don't recommend doing the bump stop install method, and that is pretty much setting the height of the piston to not contact the car, using the spring to set ride height. I'd like to do that. The reason being, I like the height of the car last year, but there were a few different track events where I was contacting the fender well, or at one point even like the body of the car. So I do wanna work on that. I contacted them to see if there's any way I can use my 500s and be able to set it up with that method. They don't recommend doing it without helper springs. It's doable, but just the way that they have the system valved. So they did say that I could get a shorter spring and then a helper spring combo. So on that side of things, I'm gonna be doing the white line lower control arms, as well as the trailing arm. Basically, it's adjustable. So both of those will help give us more negative camber and toe adjustment. Other things from Whiteline specifically, once again, going with a company that I've had a lot of experience with, looking at doing their sway bars, end links, as well as the Whiteline caster, anti-lift, anti-dive bushing upgrade. As far as other stuff for suspension goes, I think right now that's kind of the priority. Other things for the car as far as performance goes, I do want to do a full down pipe. I love the NVIDIA that we have on there, but I am hoping to open it up a little bit. As far as the engine goes, it's probably just gonna be downpipe this winter and then tune maybe for like ethanol this time, like an E50 or E60 mix. So other things I'd love to do, like I said, like an upgraded turbo or something like that. I'm just not sure if it's in the cards this year. If you want it to be in the cards, you could totally shop circuitdemon.com. Other stuff besides that, oil cooler, I'm definitely doing the Hell Performance. So we're gonna have that here. We also sell those. That probably does it. I'm looking at an intercooler upgrade. I like the Forge one. I'm pretty happy with that, but kind of exploring some options. If you have an option, you have an intercooler that seems to work really well. Once again, I'd love to hear your comments below and your experience with that. CSF is kind of a standout, but there's a few other ones, newer ones, OTL, that seem to fit the bill as well. Hell Performance brake lines. We have those, we've had those. I gotta get them in. Now's a great time to do that. As far as the pads, I've been really happy with the EBC, so I think I'm gonna stick with those. I don't know, I feel really confident in the braking, so I think for me right now, my ability level, cool with that. For tires, we've been running the Toyo R888s, R888Rs. I have a fairly fresh set from this past season, so I'll probably start the year off with those. I kinda wanna try the new Broxy R, for like a full slick. I'll probably get one set just to like look around and find out, but wheels, I'm gonna try to hold off on. Trying to coax a few companies into talking sweet, maybe getting on the car this summer, or this season coming up, but we'll see. I mean, for me, it's like, I just wanna have fun. I wanna go out and make the car look good the way I want, have fun. If people wanna jump on board with that, cool. If you're watching, you have, you know, maybe you own a company, you got like all this excess parts just hanging out, you know, I don't know, whatever. Oh! Dude, I didn't even talk about that, oh my gosh. The Coolerworks V2 shifter I did order on Black Friday special. They had a killer deal, I really couldn't pass it up. That should be here like any day now, so that'll be one of the things we put in. Besides that, for the interior, I might do, I have some bride seats for my Subaru. I might buy just like a ride slider brackets for those, Brid, whatever, for that car, and I'll just swap that in for events. I don't think I'll get a set of seats for that car for this year. The other thing, like I said, the livery, I really want to design something around that. I have some really cool ideas. I'll probably do like a video, like key you in like how I go about that. The guy behind the camera might need to help me out because he knows how to do Photoshop. I'll probably design it out and then maybe have somebody refine it. Yeah, it'll be cool. I'm really looking forward to like have like a little creativity with the car over the winter. So I think that's about it. If you guys think that there's any other parts that you've tried that you think would pair really well with what we want to do with the car, in the summertime it'll be like a daily driver, track warrior, kind of a fun time. Have something you like, have something you want to share with us, please comment below. I'd love to hear it. I'm always open to suggestions. If you want to follow along with our build, you already found it. So subscribe to the channel. We will have everything here, what we do. We're going to show all the behind the scenes stuff, the trials and errors and everything in between. So this is where I tell you guys that we want to see more of your cars here in the shop. So we obviously deal a lot with these. We have our awesome customer, James, and his significant other, Stephanie. Done work on the car a few times. Awesome to see them drive all the way up here from New Jersey. But if you guys are looking for anything, I'd love to help you out with it. You know, we offer a bunch of different parts. We have them in stock on the shelf. I'll talk about this in just a minute. Wheels, tires, alignment. We're about an hour from Watkins Glen if you guys are gonna be doing any events there this season coming up, which we'll also talk about in a minute. I'd just love to even have you stop by with the car. Wilson, who's another newer owner locally, swung by. He ended up getting some wheels and tire combo for his car, but even just talking and seeing the car, it's just fun. It's like really awesome to connect with you guys on a face-to-face level. So yeah, just throwing it out there. We are a full service shop. It's not just a YouTube channel. So yeah, we're just here to support the community. We make these videos to try to help do that. So if you guys feel like you're enjoying these, if you're learning something, if you want to interact with us, bring your car in. We are more than happy to work on it. We can give you pricing over the phone, through email, whatever. So let me get to 2 more points. I swear, this is kind of a long video for just not working on cars at all. We want to do a new intake comparison. So when these cars first came out, especially the Yaris, there was a lot of different air intake comparisons. We have compiled some of the newest options for air intakes. So we have the AFE Power Momentum intake. We have the new InGen. This one's in black. I like this design because this one pushes the air filter further forward, like closer to the headlight, and hopefully scavenge some cooler air, more dense air. And then we also have the K&N. I haven't seen anyone really like test these 3 systems in particular head to head. We do have another few systems that we're looking to get, but we could always do this with my car. I'd love if somebody's looking for one of these intakes or an intake to use your car. So what we'll do is we'll hook it to the dyno for free. We'll install one of these, or all 3 I should say, for free. And then if you want to keep one of these, we'll just have you pay for it. We'll have you leave with it on the car. So if you're looking for that, save a couple of bucks, be part of our video. Love to talk to you, interview you a little bit. This is a really great opportunity to do that and save some money as well. The last thing I'll say, we want to do like a big event. So I have actually talked to James and Stephanie about trying to come together and collaborate on a GR Corolla owners or GR platform, whether it be a GR86 or Super, whatever, event. So we obviously have this great space. We have a dyno, we have a huge parking lot. There's also a bunch of other stuff. We're about an hour outside Watkins Glen. So I am talking to them as well as a few other people about trying to organize just some big thing in the spring. It'll probably be like April, maybe May, but I'm trying to stick to April and just have a bunch of people come in. We'll have dynos. We might do like live tuning as well. It'll probably be like 1-day event, but we do also have the opportunity to try to pair it with a track day. So maybe like have like a big event here, and then if people want to hit the track or even go down and watch, the next day we'll figure something out. So we're still trying to flush the details out, but I just want to let you guys know we will be planning that. If you guys if you're open to driving to this area, Rochester, New York, or Palmyra, New York, or Watkins Glen, I'd love to hear about it. I just haven't seen like a big GR Corolla like meet, like a specific meet. And coming from Subarus, we have a ton of really big, just regional meets with thousands, tens of thousands of people. I'd love to do the same thing for you guys too. Let us know if you need anything. Love to have you in the shop, love to talk. If you're looking for an intake, now's the time. Till next time, we'll have my car back in the shop and do some fun stuff.